Everyone, and welcome to your week. This is going to be your weekly energies for the week of the 19th through the 25th. I hope that you're doing well. My name is Patricia with Fearless Light Guidance, and every week I bring you this energy reading that takes on the energy of the collective consciousness. Okay, it doesn't have to do with a particular zodiac sign, although if any zodiac signs come up prominently, I will let you know. Any sort of timing cards, I will let you know as well. Thank you so much for joining. I already see you coming in. I welcome you to this week's reading. I'm going to shuffle a little bit while I talk about the astrology and what we've had going on, because it's a lot. We had this Mercury coming out of retrograde yesterday, and also Jupiter. So planets are starting to station direct, which means that, they're going to be in the same degrees and for a couple of days. You're not going to feel this energy immediately, but it's really good news. I mean, Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius. It is the planet of expansion, good luck, prosperity, and abundance. And Aquarius is a sign that has to do with the greater good for everyone, okay? It has to do with the collective, and it has to do with open-mindedness and thinking, outside of the box. So I love that. It touches upon many subjects and things that we're dealing with right now, which is we're not doing things the same anymore. So it's an expansion on that. And also Mercury, as you know, the big dreaded Mercury retrograde now has stationed direct. And this is the planet of the mind and communication, okay? And it helps a lot, to bring things now to move forward in a way where you can formalize plans, where you can feel like you can communicate your ideas in a more clear, in a clearer way. So I'm going to go with the message, the channeled message in a minute, but I want to talk to you about the full moon tomorrow. Okay, the full moon is happening in Aries. For the full moon to happen in Aries, the sun has to be in Libra. Okay, they're opposing signs. And whenever the, moons are in fire, everyone sort of gets freaked out because it has to deal with things that are very passionate. And since emotions are ruled by the moon, and, our needs and our desires are ruled by the moon, it has to do a lot with meeting those needs. And there could be, passionate exchanges, and, everybody feels like emotions are going to be like highly sensitive. So there could be a tendency for impulsivity and, arguments and things like that. But if we have the awareness, we can work with that energy and keep ourselves centered in a good place, so that we don't, fall in the trap of the, being triggered, or, having a situation just implode. Okay, so let's go now with the themes. Remember that whenever you catch this message, even if it's on the live or if it's on the replay, please make sure that you like, that you share, that you tag your people if it resonates with you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. These are just readings that I do based on energy. You can do whatever you want. It's not like I'm telling you what it is that you need to do. If it resonates, wonderful. Yes, Virgo with Aries rising and Scorpio moon. So we're going to be welcoming Scorpio season this weekend. And it's going to be a really I feel like a really powerful and transformative time as well, a season. Okay. Let's see what we have coming up for the themes. I'm going to pull some themes out from this Inner Gaia Oracle. Okay, this is just a tool that I use to help me bring the messages that are channeled through me to you. Okay, look at how beautiful. So we have the card of reassurance. And I really love when this card comes through because it has that guardian angel feel to it. Okay, it's this feeling of having somebody, a higher power, watching over us, reassuring us that we are safe, that there will be a positive resolution, and that it's okay to surrender your troubles and your worries to spirit. Okay, and when I say spirit, it's God, it's the higher power, it's whatever you attribute that higher power to. Okay, this is not, I am not here to impose my beliefs on anyone, and I just am a messenger. Okay, I am a channel. I love to use tools like cards and astrology to bring the energy to light. Okay, it is my way, it is what I choose, and I love the art, the intention, and the creativity that people put into these. This is a creation. Okay, so I really appreciate these tools that I use. Okay, so it is my personal choice. All right, so we also get the message of community, and so interestingly so, because when the sun is in Libra, we deal a lot with the themes of our closest bonds. Okay, and I feel like now Mercury stationing direct in Libra, it has to do a lot with bringing the message of, what you want in your partnerships and in your closest bonds. Okay, so we're getting the card of community, and this has to do with your soul tribe, with your like-minded individuals that come into your life, the divine relationships. Okay, and a sense of unity, not a sense of polarization or separation or labeling, or yes. Polarization, it's what I get. It's a word that's been coming up a lot lately because of certain things that I've been seeing in the community that I absolutely respect, and am happy and grateful to have those people in my community. And it's very special to see the transformation that is happening, and in such a beautiful way. It's detached, but in other ways it raises up a lot of things that bring you to an introspection about how the individual experience is in this life. Okay, and how we should respect everybody's beliefs. Okay, and not condemn. Okay, so the next card that comes through is the message, and this card has been beating us on the side of the head, for the past month or so, even more. Okay, it talks about that communication and that message that comes from having that union with spirit. Okay, it's a message of comfort again. Okay, so we have messages of reassurance telling us that we're safe, that there will be positive resolutions to things that could be burdening us right now, that it's okay for you to surrender your worries to that higher power. Okay, to know that you have community, that you're not alone, that there are people that are going through the things that you go through, that can identify with you, that can heal through your own experience. And it also talks about relationships like friendships and people that are put in your path in a divine way to bring you that sense of community. And the message of comfort from spirit, wanting to tell you, you are not alone. We are here. Communicate with your angels, your guides, your ancestors, okay? They are there to aid you. Your ancestors have already walked this earth. They know what this life is, and they can show you from a higher perspective what matters and what doesn't. Okay? So let's go in with the tarot cards and see how this message could be supported. Hi, girly. You're welcome. Now, in my message this morning, I always post a message early in the morning while I'm doing my journaling and I'm praying and doing my meditations for the day. And the message that was coming through very strongly is about bringing peace wherever you go. Okay, and also about humility. Okay, and humility being the ability for us to see that everyone is the same, even though we could be in different paths. Okay, and that does not entail that because you see something as your truth, that anybody else's path is, less than. This is not about levels. This is not about excluding, labeling, condemning, separating. Okay, and I just want to be really clear with my great respect for everyone's beliefs, because it does not mean that because you are born in China or you are born into Jewish culture, or you are born into Muslim. If you're born into these beliefs that are very beautiful and could be very misinterpreted as well, it does not mean that you're condemned and you're going to hell. Because you choose to believe in God and a higher power and believe in Jesus Christ as your Savior, and you don't practice religion, it does not mean that you're going to hell or that you're being possessed by demons. Okay, and I just want to make sure that I say that, because it's truly what I feel in my heart, and it's what I know to be true for me. Okay, and I respect everybody's beliefs and wholeheartedly. Okay, so first card coming through is the Eight of Wands. That energy that's moving forward, that communication, that message, the movement that we have. This is fast movement. This is communication through the internet, plans moving forward, things moving forward, communicating, having conversations, finding that space for positive resolution. Okay. Oh, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I believe we had the Knight of Pentacles last week as well. This is plans moving forward in a very practical way. Okay, we're finding out all the information. We could be getting news about investments, things that we have invested our energy and our, put our love and focus into, now they start slowly moving forward. And this is good because whenever I see the Knight of Pentacles, it gives me this sense of safety, like you're making really good and sane decisions moving forward because you want something to be fruitful for the long term. Okay, to me, I always say pentacles are years, and are, you're planting the seed for years to come. Okay, so let's see what else comes through for everyone. Okay, and we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a card that talks about nostalgia from the past. You could have people coming back into your life. I feel like some of you are going to be getting peaceful resolution, laying a situation from the past and letting it be, having a good outlook on to what that taught you and what that meant, and having like a happy memory, not only the nostalgia of feeling like there was something lost. Okay, now to me this also has to do with children, and good news about spending good quality time with children, loving on your kids. It could be also reparenting yourself, having that strong bond with your own inner child. Okay, and there's beautiful meditations that you can do to really get in touch with your inner child and help yourself now as an adult heal that part of you that could have been wounded, or maybe even bring forth just happy, joyful times to the present moment. Okay, that could have been part of your experience when you were a young child. Now, also, this could have to do with soulmate relationships, okay? And we were talking about this community. Okay, so we get the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this goes a different way now when these cards go together. To me, it's laying something to rest that could have been painful, that could have been coming up from your past, maybe when you were a very young child, or maybe from a relationship in your past. Okay, I feel like there's been a cycle here that's coming to an end. And with the cards that came out in the theme, it's definitely giving me that sense of surrendering something already that could have been very burdensome or very painful in a way, or in many ways for you, something that would bring up this sense of nostalgia constantly. Okay, it would transport you to the past, and it would rob you a little bit of your focus in the present. Okay. All right, so we have the King of Swords, and then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so definitely this is asking us to look at what we've learned from this situation that has been so painful. Okay, what has been the lesson that we've learned through the heartbreak, and use those lessons now moving forward. This is wisdom that has been gained. Okay, this is asking us to look at a situation and see it from the lens of our logic. Okay, I feel like many of you could feel saddened by this ending of this cycle, because you feel like this person has turned cold, or there's been something here that this person has gone through that has made them detached from your partnership. But I want to remind you that the themes for this reading were bringing comfort and letting you know that if this situation is something that is troubling you, to pray and to surrender those worries, okay? There's definitely situations here where there's been interference, okay? And I say that because I have the Three of Swords here, okay? It lets me know that there could be interference from outside parties, okay? And this doesn't necessarily mean that there's been infidelity, okay? What this means is that there's been 2, 3, or more people involved here in this situation that is so painful, okay? But I feel like in terms of your communication and things that could have been stagnant moving forward, things are moving forward this week, slowly but surely, okay? There is decisions that we need to make. You know, we want to do what's best, okay, in the long term. So there's this sort of planning that is taking place, but there could be people in your life that are not on the boat, or they're going through a situation that's painful, and you know, this requires for some empathy and compassion and patience, okay? So at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Wands. So this is great news. This is talking about that positive resolution. This is talking about that success, moving forward in success. Okay, even though you're working with someone, or you're partnering with someone, or you are in a relationship with someone, or you're, you know, closely bonded with someone that is going through a loss, okay? That's causing them to put walls up. But there's going to be a judgment here, and there's going to be a choice, and don't doubt the close connection that you have, okay? Because you're being reassured. Now, the connection that is being highlighted here is the connection that we have to Spirit, okay? To God, to your angels, to your guides, to your ancestors, to the universe, okay? All right. So I feel that comfort that whatever this painful situation that somebody else close to you could be going through, because I feel like this is like external to you, okay? I feel like you want to move forward, you want to move past this, but maybe somebody around you, or you could be holding on to this situation that's difficult, or it's coming back up to be looked at, but now from a logical place, okay? To see what we've learned from this difficulty, what we've learned from this challenge, okay? All right, I'm going to pick some cards from Moonology since we have this full moon tomorrow. See what comes through. Remember, this is for everyone. I do see air signs are very prevalent here in this reading, okay? Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. There's a little bit of that fire here. Okay, so we have emotions are running high. The card of the supermoon is coming through. Definitely what I was speaking on before, when the moon is full, it's, you know, it heightens the sensitivity, it heightens your intuition, your psychic ability, but it also brings you to this place of, you know, heightened emotion. So whatever you are feeling gets, you know, multiplied. Sensitivity is high. So I always recommend rest, I always recommend you to pause before you speak, because we could have a little bit of this reactivity coming through, okay? So we have another full moon. We have the Libra full moon coming through, saying that there is a win-win outcome in the forecast, okay? So I do feel like the hardships and the challenges and even the chaos around us has a reason for being, okay? It reflects a lot of our inner condition. So I definitely encourage you. I know that Spirit encourages you to go within and listen to yourself, introspect, pray, meditate, ground yourself, get out to nature, do things that are soothing for you. We also get this card of the void of course moon, which says that nothing will come of this situation. Okay, so I feel like this is talking about the situation that is done. I feel like there is a situation from the past that is showing up here, that is done. Nothing else will come of it. Okay, but I want you to focus on the emotions running high, to respect everybody's space and emotions and beliefs, and know that there is a win-win outcome, okay? Even if you can't see it at this very moment. Let me pick here from the Crystal Angels Oracle for some advice for this week. Okay. We have be gentle with yourself. Absolutely. Be gentle with yourself. It says you've been through a lot and you need time to heal and to recover. Okay, so definitely with this energies and emotions running high, we want to, go into that self-care, be really nurturing, gentle, compassionate with yourself, okay? Now, the next one was busy times and multitasking. This is an interesting card because it says, it's saying to take charge of your schedule, okay? And during the busy times, honestly assess why you are keeping yourself busy, okay? Many times we keep ourselves busy to distract ourselves from situations that are coming up for us, and they need attention, okay? We need to tend to ourselves, okay? It's, sometimes we want to focus on other people, we want to blame others, we want to look at other people's lives, and we ignore. Sorry about that. I hope that you can hear me still. I was getting a call. So I hope that you really assess your reasons for staying busy, okay? That it's not that you are ignoring your needs or something that needs attention for you to observe about yourself, okay? Really easy to put the blame and look at other people's lives and be in judgment. And this is not about that. My readings are not about that at all. My readings are always going to be about what can we do to encourage a more positive life, okay? And to be closer to your own voice and to the voice of spirit, okay? So be gentle with yourself. Really assess why you are keeping yourself busy, or why you could be ignoring something greater that needs attention in your life, okay? Now, last but not least, I've been dreaming about this deck for almost 2 weeks now. And I was like, no, I'm going to pull it for my weekly reading because the messages in it are so powerful. Alana Fairchild, I love you. I admire you. Your work is just beautiful. And I want to highlight it today. And I want to see what comes through for everyone. This is the Crystal Mandala Oracle. Just a beautiful work of art. Beautiful creation. From, this loving soul, this loving, gentle soul. Let's see what comes through. Alana Fairchild, thank you for your beautiful creations. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring forth. Oh my God, the card of support. And we had the card of community come through, and we had difficult energies showing up this week. Okay, this is not easy. 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It's not easy energy to navigate, but this is reassuring us that we are not alone, that there's people that are experiencing the same thing, or even worse situations, and we can learn from other people's experience. Okay, so we can heal through their own process. Okay, we can help ourselves in the process as well. Okay, so we have this is the jasper, is the crystal that is in the middle. Okay. And it says Archon Barbello. Okay, it's Crystal Angels 444. So angels coming through with a message, and we had the card of the message, and we had the card of reassurance come through. And I just want you to see how everything ties in, okay, in my messages. All right, so this card of support is the number 9. The number 9, as you know, is a number of culmination. Okay, it's a number that in tarot has to do with a lot of that, tension, like you're almost there. And with the 9 of Wands that was at the bottom of the deck as well, because we had the 6 of Wands, but we also had the 9 of Wands. It makes me feel like, this is not the time to give up, although you've been through a lot. Okay, so let's read from the book and see what the interpretation from our beautiful author Alana Fairchild is. Okay, so it might be a little long, but just bear with me. Okay, it says the universe provides for all living beings so that divine destiny may be fulfilled. This has always been and shall always be. The difficulty arises when doubt enters the mind and fear closes down the heart. Then the simple act of asking for help and support through unconditional love and according to divine wisdom is forgotten or dismissed as fanciful rather than practical. But you must ask and believe that you will be heard and responded to by the universe with all the assistance that you need. There can be many reasons why the simple act of asking for help from the universe is most difficult than it needs to be. It's more difficult than it needs to be. Perhaps you were taught as a child that your request for help is an inconvenience to others. So maybe you're afraid that you could become a burden to the universe with your needs for help when there are others with greater needs. Or perhaps you learned that if you did not appear to always be in control, others may become anxious, angry, or frustrated with you. You may have decided that you have value in the world. You must always appear to be strong, perhaps without needs for support and holding of your own. Perhaps you have learned how to support others rather than receive support for yourself. Or perhaps the pain of having your needs rejected in the past has been so devastating that you have tried to be without needs, becoming self-sufficient and not allowing for vulnerability. Okay, so, however, this card comes to you, this oracle comes to you with a clear message. The universe is saying, I want to help you. Please allow me to do so by asking for my help. The universe has a greater power to assist you in all ways. It is not limited to a certain amount of help for a certain amount of people or situations. In fact, the more that you ask for help and allow others to be assisted by divine love, intervention, protection, and support, the more the divine plan can happen. And the benefits are for every living being, not exclusive to a group, to a label, to a belief. Okay, you feel me? All right. So here we go again. Remember that the divine love is love. Love doesn't profit at the expense of another. It does not steal another's happiness or joy. It increases well-being. It encourages growth and inspires courage. When you allow more love to flow into your life and heal your body, your mind, your finances, your relationship, your work, whatever it is that you wish, you and all of life benefits from that increased flow of love to the world, in the world. Asking for support actually helps grow love in the world for all beings. So it is time to give up your notions of going at it alone. Even if you ask for and receive all the possible help the universe can give you, you are still going to need of your courage, your strength, and your commitment, joy, devotion, talent, energy, focus, love, resourcefulness, intelligence, and humor to fulfill your destiny. Don't worry that you'll be cheating on what you are here to do. You'll just be able to do what you are here to do even better and enjoy the process even more. That helps others to do the same. It encourages others to do the same, to have the same courage. Okay? It makes sense to ask for help. You are encouraged to do so at least once a day using the following affirmation. And the entire healing process when you feel that you need it. Help yourself and you'll help the universe to help the world. All right, so say it out loud if you want right now, or just repeat it whenever, or don't, okay? I choose of my own free will to receive divine support now through unconditional love. So be it. So that has been the message for this week, or whenever you happen to catch this reading. I hope that it has been of support to you. And, let me know in the comments how this resonates, what you think about the topics that I'm talking about today, okay? I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves, be gentle with yourselves. The emotions are running high, and planets are stationing direct, energy is starting to move forward, and just do what feels good to you, what feels nurturing to you. Take a break when you need it, okay? And really think about why you could be trying to keep yourself busy, or what is it that you're trying to mask or maybe trying to ignore that needs to be addressed within you. And don't be afraid to call for support. And this is not only the support that we have here in the earth, it's the support that we have universally, okay, and spiritually. I love you all. I'm sending you fearless light and love as always. Take good care. See you soon.